All right, everybody, welcome back to You Should Know This. I'm going to give you the world's greatest weeknight recipe. It's easy, it's quick. It just took me 30 minutes to make it. I ate it in 10 minutes, shoved it in my face. It takes 30 minutes to make, and it's using relatively cheap food. It's called smothered steak. I call it the world's greatest weeknight dinner because it's cheap, it's fast, it's easy, and quite often people will say they want this for their birthday dinner. Okay? This is so good. The most expensive thing on here is the ground beef. If you find it in the big tube, get some good sandwich bags. A good sandwich bag with a zip top holds 1 pound of hamburger meat. So you separate that big tube into those Ziploc bags, mash it down into a giant patty, and throw it in the freezer, and you got cheap meat. Okay? You want to make this 1 pound into patties. This feeds pretty much 2 adults really well. Make it into patties. You need olive oil or butter. Maybe. We'll find out later. You need 1 sliced onion. I forgot that tonight. We still shoved it in our faces. Um, 2 tablespoons of flour. When you're looking at a recipe, the big T is tablespoon, a lowercase t is teaspoon. 1 cup of milk, salt and pepper, 1 pack of instant taters, and an attitude. But I want real mashed potatoes because I'm special. Well, you're big enough to go and peel your potatoes. Okay, you're going to save money by peeling the potatoes, but if you're not the one cooking dinner, you don't get to choose unless it's your birthday. If it's your birthday, well, I'll peel your potatoes for you. Okay. There are quite a few complete so-called instant potatoes, and you just add water. Your 1 can of vegetables. We just did sweet peas. I prefer green beans, but those cook all day because they're awesome. Your family might like corn, something like that. Also, in place of the potatoes, you could use rice. I think I've done it with rice before, but I can't. It's dozens of times I've made this. I can't remember every single time. Okay, so what you do, you put the patties into your big skillet, and as they're about done, you dump the onion slices in and let those cook in that beef fat. Yeah, the flavor's amazing. I know. Calm down. When they're done, you pull the beef and the onion out, and you set them just on a plate or whatever. Pour off most of the oil. Okay, you're going to keep about 2 tablespoons. Just eyeball it. Put it back on like medium low heat, and add 2 tablespoons of plain all-purpose flour. You could use whole wheat flour. Doesn't matter. 2 tablespoons of flour. And you're going to kind of sprinkle it in and whisk it around. You want it to be kind of thin. I prefer it kind of thin for the roux. The roux is oil and flour in about equal parts that you is the base for your gravy. Okay, you want it thin. I want to say melted ice cream. Yeah, melted ice cream, thin. Maybe a little bit thicker than that. Not pudding. You're whisking it. Then you wait. You keep whisking slowly. That flour is going to turn brown. And I put in here car leather. Whichever car leather you remember, go for that. Okay, if it goes a little dark, it might have a little bit more flavor. It's gravy. You'll wing it. Okay, gravy's fun. Have fun with it. Okay, when it gets to car leather, you're going to pour the milk in. And when I say car leather, I mean brown leather, not the black leather of a suburban. Okay, brown, medium brown, we'll call it. Hamburger bun. Yeah, hamburger bun. If you had hamburger bun, you're good. So you pour in your milk, kind of not, you don't drizzle it in, just pour it in, and then you deglaze the pan. Okay, you had a bunch of crap stuck on there from the onions and the what's that stuff called? The beef. You had a bunch of crap stuck to the pan. This is where you scrape it with your spatula and pull that stuff off. Now, If you're in a Teflon pan, do not use metal. Don't use metal in Teflon pans. Please don't use metal in Teflon pans. Okay, don't use metal in Teflon pans. So you've deglazed the pan and you're gonna whisk kind of slowly. You don't have to whisk constantly, but very, very often. Okay, it'll thicken up on you way too quick. Okay, so keep coming back to it and watching it. At this point, you want to put your green beans on, or your sweet peas, or your corn, or whatever, and get your potatoes done. Okay, the instant potatoes is 3 minutes in the microwave, and you're done. So once the gravy gets to your consistency, if it goes a little too thick, whatever you want. If it goes a little too thick, add a little bit of water to it. Like maybe not even a quarter cup of water. Okay. The thickness you're aiming for, what the standard, you touch the back of a tablespoon in there, your soup spoon, touch the back of that spoon in there, and you got it covered in gravy. Run your finger across it. If the gravy at the correct thickness, your finger track will stay, and then you get to taste it. Add your salt and pepper here. Then, when it's your thickness, whatever your family likes, pull it off, pour the gravy over everything, and pig out on this, what, $6, $7 dinner. That is amazing. I just finished eating it, and I had to get this on record for you guys. So, that's all I got. Like, share, and subscribe, and come back for more.